migrant hubs.
700 illegal immigrants came across today alone.
Asylum seekers.
Return hub migrants.
Illegal migrant.
Asylum seekers.
Deportation centers. That's what the EU thinks can solve its migration problem. The European Commission proposed the idea early in March. Basically, it wants to set up return hubs outside the bloc where they will deport rejected asylum seekers. This will be through bilateral deals or arrangements that member states make with third countries. But the question of their legality and potential human rights violations is another story.
We will be stricter where there are security risks. We will be assertive. But we will also make sure that we will act in full respect of our obligations under international law and fundamental rights.
Sending undocumented migrants in huge detention centers will not solve any issues. The EU is behaving like a post-colonial actor, as if third countries are ready to accept anything from the EU.
Under current rules, rejected asylum seekers can be sent to their home nation, a transit country with a deal, or a different third country, if they agree voluntarily.
There are many issues in terms of the compatibility of these return hubs with both EU law and international law. Having a legal basis in EU law will not suddenly make it purely legal. There are several issues regarding the prohibition of arbitrary detention, because there is no time limit of the detention.
In a statement to Anadolu, the Platform for International Cooperation on Undocumented Migrants said the EU has been getting stricter on migration under the pressure of far-right and right-wing forces. The group warns that using return hubs can lead to arbitrary detention, problems with accountability and rights monitoring, and people stuck in limbo or unsafe countries.
People will find themselves in countries where they have no family, where they do not speak the language, where there may be a hostile population, they may end up being homeless, victimized. I think the hope is among European policymakers that if they do that, it's partly a shift in the responsibility, that they don't have to care for groups that are difficult to deport. They also hope that by having that option, more people will accept return to their country of citizenship because they don't want to go to a third country.
Europe's no stranger to what's being called outsourcing migration policy. The UK and Italy have both floated schemes for overseas asylum processing centers in Rwanda and Albania. But the British deal was cancelled last year. And with Italy's plans also facing legal troubles, the arrangement's future is uncertain.
The illegality of this process will be acknowledged by a court, because this is not a way to treat migrants to act in conformity with international law. States have the right to control their borders, but this cannot be at the price of human rights law and fundamental principles of international law.